to me. Huh, all my estates are a bit pipped with me. It's alright though, I'm a pipped kind of guy. Now, we have the 40 boats here. That's not enough for everybody just yet, but I'll probably have you guys march on Coinho to get the war over and done with as quickly as possible. That's a couple of ticks of fewer Corskins, and here we go, converted Evora, and I think we'll follow it up with a good old bit of Andalusian cultural enrichment. Nice and relatively cheap. The next question is where to continue with our enrichment program. If I have the missionaries for doing it, I should get on it. It's cheaper to do in areas with less autonomy, and that says Galician to me. It doesn't even take that long. It would take even shorter if I had the edict in place for it. And, you know, I could give this to the Basque people. Wouldn't that be a nice thing to do? I think it would. Let's speed things up here and get going. Starting with the ones that are lowest in autonomy. It all belongs to the emirs, but what you gonna do? Oof, even the Basque. Yeah, the Basque are getting given lands up here. They're currently taking over Rioja and Quila. They'll get more in due time. Alright, surely the Corskins won't want to rise up more than that. Let's get ourselves over to Montpellier and begin the invasion. I said I'd go straight for Coinho, but I don't think Avignon's gonna last anyway. And another one bites the dust. I was caught spying on them. Well, that's okay. I already have claims. All these lazy diplomats, I'm left wondering what I could even do with them. I'll improve with Tunis for now. Alright, next month the jig is up for you. Let's see, you're coring, but you're nowhere near done with your provinces, so be it. These guys can just kind of hang back, honestly. There's no overwhelming need for them to do much else. And Savoy, the boy, is allied with Oldenburg. Well, that's no big deal. I'm pretty much only dealing with Savoy here. Aachen, Augsburg, Oldenburg. Unless I have an opportunity to subjugate some HRE people, then I'm not too worried. And there's July. Good news all around. We've shipped off the very happy people of Braganza over here. So I'm going to have another colony to establish. But first and foremost, I don't care about all these guys. Give me Avignon for now. Let's go and just break it down. And with our end of the royal babies with our good friends the Ottomans, let's keep on keeping on with the happy colonization times. Here's another province, but who are we going to ship off next? I'm already committed to eradicating the Portuguese the old-fashioned way. But who will be the next to go? We're working on Aveiro. Barcelona needs to go, but they still have a good chunk of separatism going on. Yeah. Tirwal the Aragonese. We'll have a focus of Aragonese around here then. Tirwal. Out you go. I'm wondering if I hadn't already... yeah, no, I hadn't done this. Makes it a lot cheaper for the whole area, but... Also got 50 dip. What the hell. Make it so. Lost out a bit of dip there, but that's okay. And like Sonic, is it always the time for fast? MTSC2 is a good siege, so we'll have them pop in. And we didn't even notice the presence of enemy ships. Oh, that's the spirit. Down that province goes. Ah, Foix, of course. I should be improving opinion with you. You're a bit pipped with me, what with me forcing you into a way of worship that you're not that keen on, but I'll show you what I'm made of. They have a fort and a capital fort that protects the majority of their country, so I don't think they're going to... Uh-oh, here it comes. Brandenburg is preparing to declare war on us. Now, Brandenburg is no doubt thinking about the coalition war, and my problem is, I bet the Ottomans would not want to join in because of their ridiculous amount of debt. Nor can I tell them to prepare for war, so the simple fact is, Ottomans will not help me out. I'm on my own. And I'm already enjoying this war here. So, a lot to answer for. With that in mind, let's get our boats somewhere a little safer. Join them up together and try to kill Savoy as swiftly as we can. I want his money, of course. I want as much money as I can get. So I need these forts to fall for me, nice and quickly. It'll take a while for the enemy to mobilize, that's not a big deal. Send them a 1,000 ducat gift, wouldn't be enough. They're just going to say no, I'm positive of it. But if I can just slam Savoy out of this war, then I'll have less fronts, or rather fewer fronts to care about. Do you have vision of the Chinese region? We have from the start, not a huge vision, but hey, Ming are still alive, right? Still have Nanying and Shenyang, but otherwise it's clown puke over here. Dali are doing disgustingly well for themselves. I don't like Dali for many reasons. They got a good opportunity for striking me with my manpower this tanked. I already grabbed it from everywhere I could, but manpower ain't in a good spate. That's all there is to say about that. When in doubt though, just get those victories. And sucks to be you, doesn't it? Hi Jake, first time here, says Single Malt 99. I like that name. Thanks for making me be ever afraid of big coalitions. Oh, not ever being afraid. Really? I mean, I have a healthy fear of this coalition. Look at the size of it. It's Italy, Germany, the Baltics, all of Scandinavia. Ah, but I bet Great Britain will help me out. There we go, Avignon down. We move ever further along. Unfortunate thing about the war that's going to come. Where is even a video, and who, if anybody, cares about it? Yeah, it sounded Portuguese. They're not happy because they're getting expelled as well. But I'm not too worried about your autonomy, so just take it. There we go, that's the big war. And I heard the dudum of somebody that's not going to join in. Munster, Ragusa, Papal State, Rabenburg, Naples, the Winged Hussars arrive, Nuremberg Knights, Memmingen. Those guys, Dens, Verdens, Salzburgs, everybody under the sun, and the traitorous Sultan of the Ottomans once again not helping us in our time of need. Disgusting. On the plus side, our subject is getting their coring done, and they still act as my nice little shield, but if I want peace with Savoy the boy, I'm going to need that capital of his, and I need it pretty damn fast. Because the enemies are many. I don't have access into Nice, and I can't get you fast enough. You're probably going to cap me there, aren't you? There's a big risk of me gunning down Coeno. If the enemies are around, they're going to come and kick my arse. So, let's just try and break down the walls as fast as we can and have some good success. Hey, my privateering fleet, I would like you to stay at home in warfare because you're going to get trashed. Let's have a look at the numbers here. We're facing 250,000 infantry alone, and they are healthily bolstered by other contributions. Well, we know what we got to do. Yeah, that's a war and a half. The existence of the Danish is concerning. I hope they don't know about my colonies, because my colonies have been a weak spot in previous wars aplenty. Well, a good start for the fighting. I managed to take down a Breton heavy. Tunis has rebels for a change, says it's Reinhardt. Tunis always have rebels. It's kind of what they do. Right, for now I would like you to hunt enemy fleets here in the Mediterranean. Be a doll and actually grab something for once. My enemies don't include Venice, so I'm not too worried about obscenely powerful galleys. But I would really like to get this fort down so I can be done with the Savoy War as quickly as possible. Did Great Britain dishonor? No, Great Britain is in. And I am a bit concerned about that, because if they lose any land battles, that's going to cost me. Hopefully their fleet wins on the seas and we can be happy about that. But the blockades are hurting me. How dare you claim that people could blockade me? Food shortage is good. Just keep it going. Cowardly forces of Aragon. Well, I don't think they're going to last too long. Thanks for the war score, and goodbye heavies, and thanks for the galleys. Not to mention, level-headed killer DJ is going to keep everything going soundly there. Happy days. For me, at least. I don't need to quickly mobilize my armies here. I'm still struggling on the manpower front, so I'd like to get this fort done, pull back a bit, and then just essentially slaughter all comers, like the Aachen units here. They're trying to take down Montpellier. I don't blame them. It's a bit of a weak point in my defenses, but it's also no big deal because it wants to revolt anyway, I'm certain. Wait, what? Oh, hang on. Britain is not in this war because they were already at war with the Danish. Damn, that sucks for me. Right, you already have defensiveness. You should get defensiveness. And then otherwise I don't think I have to worry too much about my policies. Like this one doesn't need to be around anymore. I like the manpower edict here. Good. I said policies, I meant edicts. That's a lot of them, sire. That is a hell of a lot of them, and I do not have the manpower to sustain lots of battles. We're going to take this down, go to Nice, get our armies extracted, and we will mourn the loss of our Inquisitor. He cost a lot of money though, so it's not all bad that he's gone. Just have an artist or whatever. As long as the show goes on when it comes to these conversions. Yeah, it's acceptable. Glad I have that sizable fort there, but oh man, I said I'd leave the Castilians where they stood on Gold Coast, but now they're doing nasty things to me, and I don't like those nasty things. Barcelona, nah, I'll just deal with the power right now. I don't want you going off too far. Come back here. I need you to extract our army. They're in a sizable risky zone there, and oh dear lord, here come the many. Right, let's just get Savoy done with, and we're good to go. Grabbed ourselves a free heavy while we're at it, and Savoy is holding out, sadly. Fortunately, the enemies are focusing way too much on my fort, so my forts can hold out for a long time. Songhai can't help you in this one. I did not have an alliance with Stronghai. I do like them, and they are very powerful, but not today. Right, we'll get you healed up. Get ready for extraction. They're not, of course, fighting in Foix, but this is good because Foix is undoubtedly going to have revolts and they're going to eat them for me. And uh-oh, why would you come and attack me here? You must have reinforcements coming in, otherwise Brandenburg wouldn't have the brass knuckles to take me on in Queno. Surely he has reinforcements. Where are they? I think they turned tail and ran when they saw how excessively powerful MTSC2 is. Thanks for the free war score. Get out of here. and give me this fort. You guys are still repairing a touch. That should be the last of it that you really need. Let's try and save our coastline at least a little bit before we move on. There we go. It's the end of you. And Savoy, I'd like to take land. Honestly, I would. You know that I'm at a bit of a disadvantage here, so you're not that keen on giving me everything I want, aren't you? Well, what I will do is grab a couple of occupations and see how you feel about that. We'll also have Kaskiri around. Don't want to leave myself too open after all. That gives me eyes to the north as well. And yeah, I really don't like all these ships blockading me, eating into my everything. And if you're going to let me just take this other province, then don't mind if I do. It's got a lot of defensiveness around here, but that's Savoy for you. They have a repel the French idea. How cute. Yeah, they still have Savoy and their friends in the war, but hopefully I'll be able to grab this. And the silver and gold mines are coming through for me. Battle of the Gulf of Valencia. I gotta say, Killer DJ knows their way around the seas there. 4-3-2. Expertly done. Keep clocking up that war score wherever you can. Sink all who approach. And let's try and fight our best out here. Do any of you have docks that I can put to use? No, I probably thought about building something dockish around there, but did not. It's alright though, just get into there and then dock in the coast, the fort there. Wait, no, I want you guys to extract my armies. How could I be so reckless? Alright, take one little fight and then be ready to extract. Castile took Jojo. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We were just about done with the cultural enrichment of Jojo. And Naples just keeps wanting to die. I'm not going to stop them, but... Okay, get over to Nice. Get ready for extraction. I need to start defending my own forts here. If I tell you to go there, you'll be there in the first. How about here? The first, good. Then you'll get the tick of morale. Ah, well, if you weren't caught by Savoyard boats, then you get that tick of morale. But once you're done here, then let's get over and get out. There we go. So they don't want to give me all their money, but I'll settle for some of their money. 252 ducats will help me out with this war. Can I ask you an EU4 mechanic question, says the to me. Shoot. I mean, I should know most about this game, but there are always these curveballs that I just don't understand myself. I'd like to take more land from them, but I have far bigger fish to fry at this point in time. Oh snap, the point was to get you on the boat before the peace deal. Ah well, should be quick enough getting you out of here. Am I at war with the Pope? Okay, then we could change our pace and go to Provence instead. Or we just march our way over here. It's no big deal. Probably easier than going for the boats. And just keep those sieges going our way. Well, oh dear, I don't like seeing these lost battles. But it's the naval battles. They don't account for quite so much. This is bothersome though. Look at the Castilians stuck there, but they're getting in the way of Jojo and Jojo's massive amount of manpower. Playing as Russia and going to attack Yeren. They are allied with Oirat, who's a tributary to Ming. If I attack Yeren and not co-belligerent Oyo, will Ming get involved? No, they will not. It's a good way to get around people that are tributaries. Do it that way. Alright, thanks for the free war score, Burgundy. Wait, that's those are Brandenburgs flying the Burgundian flag. Awesome trick to use in multiplayer. Make people think that they're fighting somebody that they're not. I'm going to bring you guys closer to the front line so you're more able to... Wait, what's your problem? Oh right, you're on rebel suppression, aren't you? Right, just move along a bit so that we're able to react. Come one, come all to the slaughter in Aachen. It's my fort, my hills, and your funeral. My cavalry were deployed in an unfortunate manner there, but that's a nice battle, a nice chunk of war score, and we kill and keep moving, because I'm not going to hang around for more to come in. If I take battles like that, I'd far rather do it on my mountain than in hills. The extra one for all rolls really adds up fast. So, what next? Right, we've got the fort erected in Sassari, that is excellent. I don't see any armies marching into Tunis, also excellent. Castile's very existence is bothersome, but even if I clocked them there, they'd just come back and retake Jojo. I mean, I could get a single infantry guy to lift it, but they'd probably just unlift it. And I don't want to spend too much resources and attention there. However, it's kind of fitting to go and crush Castile for everything they've done to me, isn't it? I don't know, I'm a bit... no, let's not get overwhelmed with emotion there. Let's take this as we should. There's too many reinforcements there for me to comfortably want to jump on that. It would end up as a large pitched battle, whereas I could just let them bleed out there a fair bit. Now there's something else that I can do quite nicely. Once you get a bit of healing there, I'm going to move you over to Barcelona. Are you planning to add more buildings? I mean, I can't tell you about plans that we have, but we haven't announced. That would be stupid for me to do it on my private channel. Now, they all really want to deal with Roussillon here. Something will be a French province before the end of the game, right? At least your cores are carrying on, right? Nobody's at war with us as cores on this land, so it's all good, and it keeps on going. Good. It's a shame about all these navies hanging around. I want to destroy them all. The war score isn't great, but it does contribute. And as soon as I have 10 war score from battles, we'll start getting ticking war score. Ticking war score is worth a fortune. I can't get the 50 war score that I need from battles alone. But battles plus ticking war score now, that's a recipe for victory. I bet Foix are really happy they're on Scootage right now. Damn these guys, they're faster than me. And they get their movement tick before me. Game's just racist against glorious Andalusians. Have you out-great powered the Ottomans yet? Naturally I have not, but 5 more development and we will be there. Hell, I could dev for that straight away, but I'd rather keep my monarch points for the inevitable useful stuff. You know, I'm getting alright on all these battles. Venice is somebody that I actually really quite want to attack, but there's a small problem of France being involved. France is in a huge amount of debt. I wonder who put them there. But you're also allied with the Knights and Aragon. The Knights are in this war against me, so not a whole lot I can do there. Aragon as well, I'd love to pick on them a bit more. Hopefully my colonies are doing okay. Ah, Jesus Crivens, the Portuguese are once again taking Exile Island down a notch. But that's okay, as long as Barcelona is alright, I'm happy enough. And that culture's looking better by the day. And soon we'll have the Galicians dealt with as well. I say soon, but I need some Basque love over in Asturias first. Or generally any of these provinces. It's all good though. Gulf of Leon, Aragon. Damn right, Aragon. Ara. I have a lot of heavies kicking around here. How about I send 3 there, and I send 3 there. Well, I'll keep them here, I suppose. None of these provinces are particularly good for repairing up my fleet super fast because they don't have the docks. That's what you're for, right? Yeah, the shipyard. Shipyard's always what I bloomin' mean. Ah, right. They kind of took the bait, but also that depends on us actually being successful with it. Safe pilgrims give me prestige that I don't even need, because we're just that good. Alright, religious enrichment policy pays off. Little concerned about this fort here though. There are too many that are orbiting it for me to be relatively safe. That didn't work out as well as I'd wanted it to. But I'll keep you guys together, have you guys in Barcelona, ready to jump on any that need jumped on. Conversion is expensive, but we've done pretty well fiscally. This is pretty well. This is not amazing. 100 ducats a month might seem like a lot, but when you have expenses like I do, there are quickly other problems. I have an idea. Oh right, that's occupied. It's not my province. I can't just airdrop myself in. Okay, well, abort that idea. It sounded good in my head. But I don't want to take this fight. They have so many that could pile in that I'd be at great risk of losing it, and the payoff wouldn't be that amazing. Would be nicer if they took this and then were trying to take my mountainous province here. Then I'd have an even bigger advantage against them. I have defensive edict here. Will you play Factorio again someday? I do play it quite a bit, but only in my spare time. It's not a game I'm that interested in streaming so much. Look at them just chilling out in Aquileia. That is a nice opportunity for me, actually. If they're going to chill out there for a while, why don't I make it worth their while? With that in mind, let's have you join up with them. Don't want to leave that to chance. And this is what I'm talking about. I knew that my subject would have rebels, and now my enemies get to deal with them. That's a freebie for me. I could make you a state, but I could also not. Having these subjects of mine on Scutage presents other opportunities like this. I can airdrop myself into Friuli at a moment's notice, destroy them and then pull out quickly. No need for naval invasion, but because they're not involved in the war, they're not being occupied, so lucky me. Depends if you call this one a big war, Crowfadar the First. I mean, 1/3 men mobilized against Al-Andalus. It's just an afternoon tea break for me, really. So they might have realized that I'm on my way to kick their sorry arses. However, too bad for them. I have other advantages at play here. Sadly, I can't get there because of this fort right here, but I will make it so anyway. Right, so they might not want to do that for me, but I could airdrop myself into here and scupper their fleet. I didn't think about Carn 10 there, did I? I was hoping to just drop in and get some meaty war score from the battle there. What I could do, however, is this. Oh shoot, I wanted you to get the tick of repairs. Oh well, let's do it this way. I'm gonna crush their fleet. I'm also gonna enjoy some better leader fire. Although I should probably save up for Tech 16, it's very powerful. Artillery becomes amazingly good. 13 is when they become good enough for me to care about. This makes them amazingly good. Okay, let's at least get the heavies repaired. They're the super important ones here. A couple of shipyards, they both work. And sure, Roussillon's getting battered away, but the fort defense I have here is amazing. I'd hate to fight me with that. I'll rephrase the question then. Is the dismantling of the HRE war? I think there are HRE members not involved in this. Yeah, Bohemia is not involved, so even if I clocked everybody, I wouldn't be able to hit this.
The Elector Bohemia is not controlled by you or one of your dependents.